You wake up, check your calendar, and realize you need to post today. You throw together a quick graphic, hit publish, and wait. But after weeks of repeating this cycle every single day, nothing really changes. One day, an inspirational quote. The next, a product image, followed by a random meme, a festival greeting, and a discount offer. This scattershot approach leaves your audience confused. They don't know what you are an expert in, and because they are confused, they scroll past. Your follower count flatlines, and your inbox stays empty. The root of this problem is treating activity as an accomplishment. Hitting publish 5 times a week is not a strategy. To fix this, we need to map out a clear plan. Grab a blank piece of paper or open a new document. We are going to build a 1-page content strategy blueprint together right now. Take a look at this calendar. A random posting history looks like a mess of disconnected ideas. But a structured strategy organizes your week into a clear, color-coded path. When you map out your content this way, you stop relying on last-minute inspiration. Social media stops being an exhausting daily guessing game and becomes a reliable system for generating business. Let's start with Phase 1, the foundation. At the very top of your page, write down the exact profile of the audience you are speaking to. Everyone is not an audience. If you want your content to connect, you need a precise target. Instead of writing business owners, write B2B software buyers. Instead of adults, write local parents. Next, write down one primary business goal for the next quarter. Decide if you need to build broad brand awareness or if you need to generate leads for a specific new service. Step 3 is establishing your content pillars. These are the 4 to 6 specific topics your brand will talk about consistently. Keep these topics tight. If you run a digital marketing agency, your pillars should be SEO, paid ads, and conversion rates. Avoid broad, unrelated topics that dilute your expertise. This document shows how your foundation should look. You have a clearly defined audience, a single goal, and strict topics to draw from. Locking in these 3 elements creates a strict filter. Before you make a post, check it against this top section. If a topic doesn't serve these specific goals, you simply don't post it. Now move down to Phase 2, the execution plan. Here, you match your content pillars to specific visual formats. Decide which topic works best as a short-form video, a step-by-step carousel, or a daily story. Step 5 is assigning those formats to a concrete weekly schedule. You do not need to post every day. Committing to a daily schedule as a beginner usually leads to burnout and rushed content. Start with a realistic cadence you can maintain, like 3 high-quality posts a week. To make planning easier, group your individual posts into weekly or monthly campaign themes. Dedicating an entire week to one idea, like social media beginner mistakes, turns isolated posts into a logical learning journey. This pie chart illustrates Step 7, balancing your content mix. A healthy strategy is 60% educational, 20% trust, 10% engagement, and 10% promotional. Notice these first 2 make up the vast majority. You must provide value and prove credibility before asking the audience to buy. If you let the promotional slice take over, every post feels like a sales pitch. Your audience will quickly tune out and unfollow. Maintaining this strict balance ensures your page provides consistent value, giving people a clear reason to stick around for your next post. The final section is Phase 3, the optimization. Step 8 requires you to attach a clear call to action at the end of every post. A call to action doesn't always mean buy now. It guides the viewer on what to do next. You can ask a question, save a tutorial for later, or share with a colleague. Step 9 is defining exactly how you will track the success of those actions. Avoid the trap of tracking vanity metrics. A post might get 100 likes, but if it doesn't bring in inquiries or drive website traffic, it isn't moving your business forward. This flowchart shows how to tie specific metrics back to the primary goal we set in Step 2. If your goal is education, you track saves and shares. If your goal is lead generation, you track website clicks and direct inquiries. When you align your tracking with your specific business goals, social media stops acting as a creative outlet and functions as a measurable feedback loop. Here is your completed 1-page content strategy blueprint. You now have a solid foundation, a structured execution plan, and a precise optimization loop. By filling out this single page, you know exactly who you are speaking to, what topics to cover, and when those posts are going live. This framework is effective because it forces you to stop asking, "What should I post today?" and start asking, "What does my audience need next to reach their goal?" Take your new blueprint and draft your next 3 posts using a single campaign theme. And if you want more practical steps to grow your business, follow this channel. Replacing random posts with a documented strategy is the difference between simply adding to the noise and building a page that converts followers into customers.